I have to sing the praises of a group called Jungle. Okay, so I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm not exactly sure if they're just a music group or if they're like because what I've seen is they also dance. And then their videos are kind of like almost like a musical type of thing, like a West Side Story type of deal. But I listened to their last album, and I think it's called Volcano. Um, and every single song on that album is all right. Let me say this: if you're a fan of like late '60s, early to mid '70s music, you're going to love Jungle. Um, they're I don't even know how they do it. Like it's almost like the engineer made the sound like it was from the '70s, but it's still a little more crisp. It's not like 100% analog, but it's I don't know how they did it, but they really recaptured the essence of late '60s, early '70s music. Um, it's just such a vibe. It's such a positive vibe, such a good feel good music. You know what I mean? So, big shout out to Jungle. And even like, so my favorite song is Back on 74 from the album, hands down. I've heard a couple songs, from other like singles and stuff, but in other songs from the album, but, Back on 74 is by far, I have played the crap out of that song for like 3 weeks straight now. I probably listened to it like 100 million thousand 100 times, and it's never get tired. It's timeless, and it's just it's so brilliant. It's so genius. And what actually got me hip to that song, because I didn't even know what it was called when I heard it. I actually saw the video, and not the actual music video that they put out, but the video of them rehearsing. And they did this like the choreography was kind of like this. So there's this girl, and then there's this like a small group of guys that are like following this beautiful girl, right? And it's almost like they had like this kind of zombie choreography. Like they're like doing this, and then they're coming up, and then they're doing this, and then they're coming up, and then they're like reaching out for her like all passionately and stuff, and they're doing the zombie thing again. And it's weird and creepy, but it's like genius. Like it's like you can, like, once you start watching it, you can't take your eyes off of it, and you're gonna watch it a few times. And I love everything about Jungle. So then I went and started watching some of their other videos and stuff, and like some of the videos also have like, they kind of have this little pattern of the zombie thing with some of their choreography, but then they also do like a lot of b-boy stuff, break dancing, you know, like I've seen some swing dancing kind of style things. Like they really captured the kind of retro, old school, you know, the super fun music, the super fun dancing and things like that. And they kind of bring it all together. And I could not explain 100% how they do it. I can just tell you that I've observed it, and I love everything about it. It's like, I got chills when I saw the Back on 74 rehearsal video, and even more when I heard the song, because in the rehearsal video, you don't get to hear the verse. You just hear the hook. And the verse is like, it really has this kind of upbeat, funky, like vibe to it. And like the things that the things that they're saying. So on Back on 74, they're saying, where did it all go? Back on 74. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Like, and it's like, you understand what they're saying if you can feel the vibe of it. You know what I mean? It's like something that you were passionate about, something that really hit hard for you at some point of your life. And then like, you might have gone a certain amount of time without really tuning into that frequency. But then when you come back on it, you're like, call this place my home. Like I'm back. I feel the vibe as if it was like it was the first time that I experienced it. You know, never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Like, where did the time go? How did I allow this to escape me? and then now I'm back. But it's some like, you ever like had certain things in your life where you feel like it was such a beautiful, amazing, almost like an anchor in your timeline of life, one of an awesome experience. And then after time goes by, you know, because usually when you have this experience, you're like, I'll never forget, like, I'll never ever stop thinking about this. I'll never forget this. But then you do. And then something will jumpstart you, something will remind you, something will re-trigger that feeling, that emotion. Music tends to do that a lot. There's, you know, a lot of people can attest to this, is that when you hear certain songs, that it will take you back to a certain time, or remind you of a certain experience that you had. And it'll take you back to the end, and it'll make you re-feel like everything, like even the climate, how the weather felt that day. You can remember certain times, like this happened at this time, that happened at that time. You can remember this person was wearing this, that person was wearing that, blah, blah, blah. You know, and music tends to do that. So if you ever had that feeling and then, you know, and then you lose it for a while, not necessarily lose it, but, you know, life happens, you move on to different things, you go to different places, but then something triggers you to relive, to recapture that experience. It's almost like it's better than the first time. It's almost like it's crazy. You know what I mean? So Back on 74, I feel it 100%. It's an amazing song, amazing track. The whole Volcano album is absolutely insane. I listen to it from top to bottom all the time, plus all the other songs that they have. It's all in my Spotify playlist. I love watching their videos. I follow them on all social media. So yeah, I highly recommend Jungle. Check them out. I believe they have the same name across all their social media, which is Jungle Forever, which is Jungle, the number 4, and then EVA. I believe it is. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if it's EVER, but I believe it's Jungle Forever, which is Jungle, Jungle, 4 EVA. Either way, correct me if I'm wrong, but follow them, find them. Their music is super dope. I actually saw a guy the other day that made like a video, like he was basically trying to recreate the dance that they did, the choreography that they did. It was funny, but he actually did a really good job. And like, so I hope all of that stuff becomes a trend. The choreography in that video was absolutely amazing. I love the music, love the sound, love the vibe. And I highly recommend them. This is number 1. You remember this. This is going down in history. If LeVaire's list ever becomes a big thing, you remember the first one to make the list was Jungle. Okay. So with that being said, people send me videos, music. The whole theme of this is I recommend music from artists, be it big or small, famous, not famous, whatever genre it is. I don't care. I love music. So music from artists, beats or instrumentals from producers, and videos from dancers. Doesn't even matter what type of dance you do. Dance is dance. I love dance. I actually used to be a dancer myself. So much respect, much love. Please send me those videos, guys. Check out my social media to show you guys, like, to kind of give you guidelines on what it is that I'm trying to do, what it is that I'm expecting as far as the content that you're sending me, and how I'm going to go about promoting your music. Completely free of charge at the moment. But yeah, let's get some good artists, some good dancers, and all that good stuff recommended. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next time. Peace.